Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the IESA State Volleyball Finals 8th grade 2A action here in Auburn, Illinois. It'll be Lisa Surratt, Steve Surratt with you on Central Illinois Sports, the official voice of the IESA in the state finals. The first game this morning out of the gate in the semifinal action will be Mount Pulaski and Peoria Christian. You're listening to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll be back after a message from them.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Driving in my car with my family. I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car. We literally get excited when we see a dot truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at dot. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things, if you want them, you should be at dot.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
The IESA Scholarship Attitude Award has been restructured and will now recognize 5 students from the 15 IESA geographical divisions. To learn how a student from your school can be named the winner of the IESA Scholar Attitude Award, visit www.iesa.org. The winners will receive their award at the IESA State Track Meet at the Eastside Center in East Peoria in May. Back with you on Central Illinois Sports and the pregame brought to you by Great Rivers Bank with location in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And today we've got this first contest for you. Will be Mount Pulaski and Peoria Christian. Let's tell you a little bit about those schools before we get started here. Head coach for Mount Pulaski as they come in 18-9 now, Hannah Cameron, and assistant coach by Emma Aper and Lisa Leonard. Their colors are royal blue and white, and they're known as the Honey Bears. And they won our first game last night. The only game, Lisa, we had 2 games, yes, and that was it in the whole set. And so we'll come back we'll be doing the Farm and Home starting lineups a little bit later. Next one is Bourbonnais. Well, that's the wrong team. Sorry, I got to go back the other direction. The other team will from Mount Pulaski will be Peoria Christian, the Chargers. They are now 23-2. Elizabeth Persinger is the head coach. Mary Gehrig is the assistant coach. And they have purple and gold for the Chargers. They came in on a 3-game set last night. Let me tell you, let's see, Mount Pulaski won 25-10, 25-9, so they had an easier time than Peoria Christian, who played 3 games last night in their set. They won the first one 25-19, lost the second one 25-23, and then won the last set 25-14 as they beat Mossville last night. Mount Pulaski beat Bunker Hill. Mossville and Bunker Hill had several 7th graders, Lisa, and I think maybe, the inexperienced part of it maybe came in on both of those teams. They were coming off of highs of a first and a second in the state in the 7th grade side of things.
And yeah, I think there could definitely been some of that. And the other part is, and we talked about this a little bit last night, is that the game does change between 7th and 8th grade, between 8th grade and high school. The abilities that the kids have, some of them have had a growing spell, some of them haven't. It's just a different game.
Absolutely. They grow physically. We notice it more in boys basketball than we have in volleyball, simply because we've watched a lot more boys basketball.
Absolutely.
And we've had instances at our home school over in Brown County that a kid was not a starter in 7th grade. In fact, we had 2 of those, not this year's team, but last year's team, were not starters on the basketball team of 7th graders and got in a fair amount. But the next year they've turned into starters because of growth, or they had grown and now grown into that, physically into that body, mentally and everything. And so there's a big change in that, and we see the strength change as the bodies change. And so with that, let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. Lisa, what are the keys to the game, or you're doing something there, and I'll go ahead.
I can color at the same time. I'm doing my coloring therapy this morning. Keys to the game. You got to serve with a purpose. You got to get that ball across, because any service error results in a point for the other side. You have to know where your lines are, because we've seen it several times last night, unfortunately. Line errors right at the net going over, and we've seen line errors where they went too far back and it would have been an out ball or off on the side. So know where you're at with your lines. And above all, talk to each other. You have to communicate, because if you think the other one's getting it, she thinks you get it, nobody gets it. And that results in a point for the other team.
Absolutely. I mean, line awareness last night and was huge. I mean, I don't know how many points were given away because we had no idea where the line was, and always service points. I'm amazed, and I have to remember these are 8th graders, that the ball doesn't get over. The most important thing to do is get the ball over the net. Yes, accuracy is great. All those things are great, but you've got to be able to get it in. If you don't, you're giving a point away. And just like in basketball, you go to the free throw line, and you're given, when you put the other team at the free throw line, if they make it, you've given them a free point. And so you want to cut down on those type of errors. And so talking and communication. That didn't happen much yesterday, but we've seen it a lot throughout the year as teams don't talk, and the ball bounces between 2 people.
Yeah, we had some great volleys, especially in the, when you got to that third game. It's always interesting to see how long. I wish I was adept enough of keeping score and doing things to be able to go. There has been 8 volleys back and forth in this particular point, because some points it can happen. It is a single thing that and the point's awarded. Sometimes it's twice over the net. There have been several times when it's been 6, 8 times, and you just know it's not going to go across, and lo and behold, they dig it out and put it across.
Or hit it with one hand and get it across.
Absolutely.
Or block it, and it goes into the net, and the person's able to recover. I mean, we saw that last night numerous amounts of times in the games that we watched. Like I said, the first match was our only 2-game match. The rest of them were all 3-set matches. I told Lisa today I would not be surprised that we have 4 games, 2 in the semis and 2 in the finals, that go out 3 games. And so with that, we're going to take a station break. We'll be back with the starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply, after these messages.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome to the Best of Pet Olympics 2024, sponsored by the Love Your Pet sale at your local Farm and Home Supply. First up, we've got the gold medal champion in speed eating. It's Ollie. Good thing more than a dozen brands of dog food are on sale. Next is Ellie, the gold medal winner in squeaker ruination. She's backed by 25% off all pet toys. And here's Moses, the gold medal winner in treat finding. He's going to love the 10% off sale on select dog treats. Check out all the deals for the Love Your Pet sale at farmandhomesupply.com.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to the Best of Pet Olympics 2024, sponsored by the Love Your Pet sale at your local farm and home supply. First up, we've got the gold medal champion in speed eating. It's Ollie. Good thing more than a dozen brands of dog food are on sale. Next is Ellie, the gold medal winner in squeaker ruination. She's backed by 25% off all pet toys. And here's Moses, the gold medal winner in treat finding. He's going to love the 10% off sale on select dog treats. Check out all the deals for the Love Your Pet sale at farmandhomesupply.com.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Now that the new year is upon us, it's time to focus on the important things, like Wi-Fi, strong connections, and high speed. This is the perfect time to tell you to call Cascom today. We specialize in all of those important needs. With our high-speed fiber optic service, we make your life easier. Whether that's online streaming, gaming, or just wanting good local TV channels, we have it all. So give us a call today at 1-800-252-1799.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Back with you. I'll try turning the volumes up this time so you can hear that. Lisa, can you give us the farm and home lineups for today's contest?
I will. On Peoria Christian side of things, we have Lucy Menace, we have Ava Waite, Finley Edwards, Ruby Howder, Sydney Huffman, Addie Lovell, Neva Neep, Maya Gregg, Lizzie Damerell, Emma Crone, Evelyn Pumphrey, Izzy George, Maddie Capallo, and Hannah Burkett. We're going to go to the national anthem.
Hey, grab me one too.
Driving in my car with my family. I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car. We literally get excited when we see a DOT truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at DOT. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things. If you want them, you should be at DOT.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Lisa, you want to finish up our farm and homes lineups here and the Mount Pulaski side of things?
I have Kendra Stewart, Lizzie Martin, Eva Leonard, Haley Cowan, Haley Wirtz, Ella Martin, Kaylee Cowan, Olivia Smith, and Mabry Bender.
Okay, that's your
team.
Whole roster. They're getting ready to do the starting lineups here for East Peoria. Or for the Peoria Christian team, it'll be Finley Edwards. She is, I don't know if they got the libero. No, she has no libero shirt on today, so she's just number 5. Sydney Huffam, she'll be out there. Let's see, Maya Gehrig, we'll call her name a lot. Lizzie Damerell, we'll call quite a bit. Emma Crone had a good game last night all the way around, and Izzy George on the other side from Mount Pulaski. Lisa Martin, Eva Leonard, Haley Cowan, Ella Martin we will call a lot. She will do some setting, and she will go back and take the set from Olivia Smith, who's one of their big hitters, and then Mabry Bender. But the 2 to watch on Mount Pulaski are Smith and Martin. Those are the 2 big ones that we will see, and that will be Ella Martin. On the other side, like I say, Gehrig, Damerell, and Crone would be my 3 big ones on there.
Number 3, Alyssa Martin from Mount Pulaski does have the libero on today.
Okay.
Number 5, Haley Cowan. Number 10 will be Haley Wirtz. 11, Ella Martin. Number 12, I'm missing.
Number 12, Kaylee Cowan.
Thank you. She switched numbers on me. That's why.
Kaylee Cowan did?
On how I have it down. Yep.
Okay. All right, and we'll see how it works. And so we're getting ready to start here, folks. We're glad that you joined us. Again, what you paid to watch this game, you can go back and watch yesterday's games if you didn't get a chance to watch those, or you want to go back and watch it with your grandkids, whatever. And then you can watch any of the 4 classes are available to you as far as that's concerned. And so as we get ready to go today, 4 teams here, 4 teams going to go home with a trophy. It's whether you're going to be in that championship game and have the opportunity to play for that, but everybody goes home with a trophy, and I tell there are no losers. You finish the year with a trophy in your hands in the state of Illinois in your class, and that's huge. Absolutely huge. So as we get ready to go here, and you'll notice I don't call everything in volleyball. I can't call every hit because, goodness gracious, it happens so fast you can't even think that fast. At my age,
you're lucky to think.
Yeah, well,
sorry.
That's my wife's opinion, and I'll just put this disclaimer. The comments made by the other side of this broadcasting team are not the written and approved.
I like it. I like it.
We spend entirely too much time. No, we don't. I enjoy my time traveling with my wife and broadcasting sports.
Peoria will start the serve, and it will be Sydney.
Sydney Huffam. Huffam with the serve. Hits it deep. The set up front and over, and point for Mount Pulaski as they start out on top of this 1-0. Break service right out of the gate. And that's, did you get who that kill was, Lisa?
No, I did not.
I think it was 10. I could be wrong. No, 4. Yeah, it was 10. And the set, that'll be Smith. Another point for her. Big point there. Smith with the kill. Like I said, we'll be calling her and Ella Martin a lot. Back to serve is Ella Martin, by the way. And short serve, and they get it back over. Back to Libero, going to be set by Martin, and Smith with the kill. And point.
Wow, right off of the person.
Yeah, 15 was in the net, but I'm still going to give the kill because guess what?
It went to?
That went to Smith.
Thank you.
Martin back to serve again. This is Ella Martin. Gets it over. Edwards. She'll kick. They kick it back over to the other side. Now here comes a set. And Smith for the kill. Out. That'll make it 3-1. And we're starting out with a fireball today. And let's see.
They woke up with energy. A lot of times the first game out, they're a little sluggish because it is the first game. But this isn't early morning like we have some games.
No, this is 11 o'clock. They could make it earlier. 3-1.
23's coming out, which is George, and in will come Neva Neep.
Neep back to serve as they get set back there. Martin the libero, set by Martin and kill by Smith again. What is that? 3 kills for her already?
Yep. Leonard will be serving for Mount Pulaski.
Eva Leonard. Over, right about the top of the arch. They'll set it up and over by Demerau.
Nice save.
Back the other direction. Wirtz hits it, and they finally get it over Smith. Going to set on the far side. That's Gehrig. And point as it goes off of Elisa Martin back in the back. That'll give 2 points now to Peoria Christian. 4-2 contest here. Back to serve will be Maya Gehrig. Gehrig with the serve. Deep. Martin, Smith, and Martin for the kill. Nice try to save, but can't get it. It's Gehrig on the other side. That'll make it 5-2. And so Martin gets that kill. Nice job. Back is Lisa Martin. I guess that's how I pronounce that.
And which one did you give the kill to? Ella?
I gave that to Martin. Ella Martin, yes. If it's a kill, I'm giving it, and point. And an error on the other side gets the point to Mount Pulaski. Lift, I believe, is what they called. Lisa Martin back to serve. In the net, service error. Service error by Lisa Martin. That makes it a 6-3 contest. Got switches going on, like you said. Peoria Christian, it's hard to keep up with the changes they have. I think they have about 10 players they put in the ball game. Back to serve is 25, Capole. And give her an ace, make it 6-4. Capola back to serve for the second serve. Gets it across. Set by Martin. Here's Smith for the kill. They get it back over. And
Smith again.
With the hands went over, so I'm going to call that a kill as her fingers went over. It wasn't just a block, it was a kill. And so that makes it a 7-4 contest. Back to serve
will be Miss Smith.
Olivia Smith.
She gets the kill, she gets the
service. Boy, we've seen that umpteen times. Ball put over. Nice dig by Younger Martin. And blocked.
Blocked by 10.
That was out. Nope, it was out. They actually, she blocked it, but it went out, so they don't get the block on that one, making it 8-4. And I will say about Olivia Smith, she serves well, she sets well, she blocks. She really is the whole package for an 8th grader. Over to that side, set up by Damerell, put over by Lovell. Smith from the back row, off of Damerell, and next hit, Damerell gets it back over. Nice little rally going there. Smith is going to set, and that's Martin can't get it over. And that's going to make it an 8-5 contest. Folks, you got an example of the volleyball we saw yesterday on those saves. We had several long rallies because the girls just kept the ball in play.
Lizzie Damerell will be serving for Peoria Christian. And Neep will go out, and in will come George.
And out. Service error, 9-5. That back to serve now will be Haley Cowan. Deep serve, or I should say to the arch. And nice kill. That was Martin.
Ella Martin.
And back to serve again is Haley Cowan. That is in. Ace. That was one of them loopers, Lisa, that you thought was going to go out, but there was nobody back there in that corner. That was intentional. Timeout called by Peoria Christian. They're down 11-5 to Mount Pulaski. We'll be back.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports as we are in the first game of the day. 11-5 Mount Pulaski leading Peoria Christian, and they're trying to break the service of Haley Cowan and break the momentum of Mount Pulaski. Mount Pulaski, the only team to win big in 2 games yesterday. And over by Huffam. Set by Smith, hit over by Martin, and out as they couldn't get that.
George did a nice block over here.
So back to serve will be Edwards, Finley Edwards. If I remember right, she served rather well last night. And set up to go this morning. First serve into the net. Net service error. I did.
She was a librero last night, but today she is not wearing a librero shirt.
Back to serve will be Mabry Bender for Mount Pulaski. Service is deep. Demerol and then put over by Gehrig. Set by Smith and put over by Cowan. That was Kaylee. Back over by Huffam. Smith sets. Martin for the kill. In. Ella Martin with another kill. Again, those two, Smith and Martin, can feed each other, and both of them can spike the ball. Both of them really good all-around volleyball players. That puts Bender back to serve again. Deep serve. Set up by Demerol and put over by Huffam. Smith, Martin, out. 13-7. Back to serve now for Peoria Christian will be Sydney Huffam.
Back to the top of their serves.
Smith sets for Martin. Kill. Ella Martin with another kill. Bender back to serve another time here. Edwards, Demerol, and hit over. And again, hit the ball to give a kill on that to 14, I believe it was, wasn't it, Lisa Gehrig?
Yes.
And you can return the ball, but you return it that close to the net, you can't do anything with it at all.
Hard to get it dug out because it doesn't hold up in the net. Out came George, and in again came Neep to serve.
Set by Martin and a kill.
Nice job.
And out. 15-7, or 15-8, excuse me. I missed a point on the other side.
That was so close. Good lineup on Peoria Christian side, but just a little too strong.
Stewart for Haley Cowan. Kendra Stewart.
Leonard will be serving.
Edwards hits that, and again, that's one of those, Lisa, that I'm not so sure would have been out. 16-8. The advantage here, if Mount Pulaski pulls this out like they did yesterday, is they're going to get a lot of rest, and they're not going to be tired when they come back tonight. Dump.
Smith.
Martin Smith. Set up Demerol. And that was over. Smith with the kill, in.
And it was good.
And Lisa, she just gets so high there and gets those, what I call the sharp angles. That, to me, that's the thing on kills, getting that sharp angle on that kill. Leonard back to serve again, making it 17-8. Huffam, Demerol over by Gehrig. And out. Point, Peoria Christian. 17-9. Back to serve now will be Mia Gehrig. Out, the official says. 18-9. Back to serve will be the libero, Lisa Martin. Deep serve. Edwards, Demerol. And nice kill as it hit the net and just trickled down. Two people going up, nobody to recover that, Lisa.
So who did you give that to on Peoria's side?
Demerol.
Thank you.
Back to serve now. Back in will be Maddie Capola. 18-10, Mount Pulaski. Off of Alyssa Martin.
That was an ace.
Ace. 18-11. Martin, Smith, back over. Nice job by Martin on backside. The other Martin sets for Smith. She keeps it alive, though. Oh, they can't get it over.
Too many hits. What a...
Wow.
That was a great play on Peoria Christian on the front line.
Absolutely. And did you get the kill on that?
I'm not for sure who I want to award it to. I'm going to say level. I'm going to spread it out.
Set by Martin. Howard dumps it. She took something off of it, put it where they aimed, makes it 19-12. And guess what? Person that just made the play is going back to serve, Smith. That happens so much in volleyball. Person that makes a big play gets to serve. Smith, deep serve, out on the return, ace. 2012 timeout called by Peoria Christian. It is Mount Pulaski 20, Peoria Christian 12. We'll be back.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. We've got the first game of the semifinals here in Auburn, Illinois for the 8th grade 2A as we get ready to go back to action here in this first game. 20-12, Mount Pulaski up, and Smith back to serve. I will tell you, 12 points is the most Mount Pulaski's given up in this tournament so far. Nice serve by Smith, back row, Demerol. She's going to set up on the far side to Huffam. Nice tap back over by Martin. Huffam, Smith. Martin sets her up from the back row. Smith for the kill. And Crone. Then Demerol. Then they get it back over. Demerol's going to set here. That'll be Huffam. And nice job by Smith to dig that one out. Back over by Martin. Crone. Demerol and Gehrig back over. Smith is going to set far side. And that's going to be a kill by number 1, Kendra Stewart. And again, I would love to see what the trajectory was. Have one of those fancy things that you can do that. And I need to go back and see if I can hit a replay sometime.
That would be interesting.
Smith. Backside. Gehrig, and then over by Smith with the set. That's going to be Stewart putting it over. Set by Demerol. To
just a little
Huffam.
Short.
And that makes it 22-12. Deep serve by Smith, and that's going to be an ace. As I show a replay on that, if I can get that, I'll have to set the time back a little bit more, Lisa. As Smith gets ready to go again, 23-12. Smith with a hard serve, back row by Crone. That's going to be hit over by Lovell. Smith, Martin, and a dump over by Bender. Demerol back the other direction for the point as it was tipped in the front. 23-13, Mount Pulaski with a 10-point lead. Their biggest lead's been 11, I believe. Haven't had a tie since the start of this ball game. Demerol with the serve. Nice save there. Smith's going to get that back over. Demerol. George Demerol with the kill. In. 23-14. Back to serve again will be Lizzie Demerol. Martin Next hit, and Smith can't get it over. 23-15.
Peoria Christian says we're not giving up yet.
Demeril back to serve. Nice dig. Smith sets. Too close to the net, into the net. 23 was into the net. I did see that on my own.
Serving will be Haley Cowan for Mount Pulaski.
Back to serve and off. That was off of Huffam for the point. That makes it 25-15. See what that looks like on a replay. See if I get, nope. All right, with that, we'll take a break here. The stats are going to be brought to you by Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois.
I'm ready.
You're ready? Let me read my thing here then, as I need to do that. A place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making a car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at Little Jess Motors, littlejessmotor.com, or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Go ahead, Lisa.
On Peoria, they came up just a little bit short. Of theirs 15 points, only 5 of those were true service points, and they belong to Capallo had 2 of them. She also was credited for 2 aces, and Dameril had 2 points and 2 kills, and Greg had a kill, George had a block, and Lovell had a kill. They had a couple service errors, and they had a lift, and they had a net error. So that's where they kind of fell short on this one. Mount Pulaski on the other side, they're 25 points. 14 of those were actually true service points. 2 of those belonged to Ella Martin. She also got credited with 4 kills. Eva Leonard had 1 service point. Alyssa Martin, she had a service point. Your top one here is Olivia Smith. She had 5 service points, 3 aces, 6 kills. Haley Cowan had 4 service points, 1 ace. Bender had a service point. Wirtz had a kill. And Stewart had a kill. So that rounds out your stats for Mount Pulaski.
Lisa, was that 25-13?
That was 25-15.
25-15, the final score there in Game 1. Mount Pulaski wins as we get set for Game 2. Second game today after this one will be Bourbonnais St. George against Bloomington Corpus Christi. Both of them lengthy games last night. 3 games to the set, each one of those set really close. And so it's going to be particularly that late game, because they didn't get out of here till really late, will be Corpus Christi, as they played Minden Unity last night and lost in 3 sets. After winning the first one, Minden came back, won the second one, then they played hard in the third one. And so as we get ready for this second half going on here,
line officials checking player position. Everybody's where they're supposed to be.
4 different officials than we had yesterday. You got 2 ladies, 2 men this morning.
Ready, table's ready, everybody's ready, and we're set to go with Martin Ella serving for Mount Pulaski.
Deep serve. Edwards, Demeril, Gehrig.
And
out.
Ooh.
Out called. First point goes to Mount Pulaski.
That's why I'm not on the line.
She's right down there. She got a good view of that one.
Better than me.
Martin with, and out. 1-1. Back to serve is Huffam. Serves deep. Now is a case where somebody looked at the ball waiting for someone else to do that set. I think Elisa was waiting for Ella to make that, and she should have went after the ball. So that's the first lead of the day for Peoria Christian, 2-1. They hit it deep. There's the set. Smith, kill.
Smith says, I'll get it back.
Beautiful set by Martin. And again, you can tell when these kids have worked together a lot because the sets, I'm going to say about 80-90% of the time, are perfect sets between Smith and Martin. Back to serve Leonard. Back to the free throw line. Edwards gets that. Demeral's got to get it over. She does, and it's out. That'll make it a 3-2 contest with Mount Pulaski taking back the lead. Back to serve. Demerel. Crone. She hits it into the net. Makes it 4-2. Back to serve again, Leonard. Deeper serve. Gehrig over the net for the kill, but nice save back in the back. Martin Smith sets up Martin for the back row kill and into the net. That'll make it a 4-3 contest. The block might have been there, but she got hit the ball over the net to get that. Neep back to serve for Peoria Christian. 1 point lead makes it 4-3. Smith dumps it over, out. Makes it a 4-4 tie, second tie of this contest. Neep back to serve again with a 4-4 tie. Opportunity for Peoria Christian to take their second lead of the day. Deep serve, Martin. Older Martin, over by Smith. Edwards, set up by Demerol, hit over by Crone. And that was in.
And right on the line.
Back to a 1 point lead again. I'm not going to keep the lead changes in this game because it'll happen a bunch of times. Neep to serve, 5-4, Peoria Christian, their second lead of this game. And Stewart, net into the net was 15, Demerol, making it 5-5, third tie of the contest. Either that or she stepped over the line. That's the one that they look at each other at, not realizing. Elisa Martin, net service, puts 6-5 back into the lead, puts Peoria Christian to the lead. Back to serve is Maya Gehrig. Deep service off of Leonard for an ace. 7-5, biggest lead for them, 2 points. Gehrig back to serve again. Hit. It's going to be Martin and Stewart. Edwards. That's going to be Demerol into the net.
Just a little
7-6 changes the service. Peoria Christian with a 1 point lead. And back to serve will be Olivia Smith. Smith with a deep serve. Crone, Demerol, and she hits it into the net. Makes it 7-7. Fourth tie of this contest. Smith back to serve again. She's very adequate at all aspects of the game. More than adequate, I should say. Demerol, Edwards, Demerol. Smith, Martin, over by Stewart. Back the other way. Edwards tries to dump over. It's out. Makes it an 8-7. Back in the lead is Mount Pulaski. They'd like to win this game and put it all to bed and be headed to the championship game. Short. Gehrig. Now Demerol. Blocked.
Nice block by Demerol.
All right, Demerol with a kill. Makes it 8-8. Fifth tie of this contest. We're just back and forth. Crone comes out. And Coppola comes in to serve, and she's had pretty good service so far today. They'll get it back over. Smith going to dump it back over. Demerol sets over to Huffam. Smith, Martin, Stewart. Back, Stewart saves it on this side. Block, Save. Martin, the younger Martin gets it over. Crone and Huffam goes over, blocked the other way. I'm going to call that a block by Ella Martin. Folks, that's the kind of volleyball we've seen all weekend.
That was good volleyball.
9-8. You like it to where you really can't broadcast it because you can't broadcast the hits. Back to serve will be Haley Cowan. Serves it to the free throw line. Dump over by Damerell, save, and they can't do it. Damerell with the kill, makes it 9-9, the sixth tie of this contest. Back will be who? Damerell. Lizzie back to serve for Peoria Christian, 9-9 tie. Deep, Smith, Martin sets Smith from the back row. Crone bounces around up in the rafters, going to be put over by Huffam. Smith set up and almost a kill, but not. Huffam. Damerell blocked by Martin. Martin with a kill. And it kills that time. And they take back the lead 10-9.
Those are the ones that are so, I mean, they're ready to say, no, it's over, and then it's like, no, somebody has pulled it right back.
You notice I say the word kill when I think it's a kill coming up, but that could be far from the case.
That is correct.
Back to serve is Bender, Mayberry Bender. Deep service, about the free throw line. Damerell sets up Huffam, and Huffam with a kill. Makes it 10-10, seventh tie of this contest. We are back and forth, if you can't tell, folks. It's a 10-10 game, and we've had 7 ties. The biggest lead for either team's been 2. Edwards with the serve. Martin, Smith, now Martin. And what do they call? Point. I don't know what that call is. I don't understand it.
Coach is asking also, I think it was possibly wrong positioning, position error.
Oh, replay. 11-10.
I don't like replays.
Edwards, I've got 11 unless the scoreboard needs to change.
I've got 10-10, so that's where they got it.
Yeah, they got it on the scoreboard.
Yep. There we go.
Out. That'll make it back Mount Pulaski. So there must have been a position error in the other error. So back to serve.
Ella Martin.
Nice. Just about the three-point line. Ace as it goes off of Crone. 12-10 equals their biggest lead of this game. Back again is Ella Martin to serve. Far side. Damerell sets up Gehrig. Nice dig on the backside by Martin, the other Martin, and then over by Smith, and that goes off the hands of Gehrig. Kill. Ella Martin. No, or was that Smith? Smith, okay. 13-10, excuse me, I got a little trigger happy there. 3-point lead, their biggest lead of this contest. Serve, Edwards, Damerell, and finally gets over by Crone, I believe. And
too close to the
Huffam
net. Tried
to kill that one, and she was just a little bit off. 14-10, 4-point lead. Timeout called. 14-10, Mount Pulaski over Peoria Christian.
Welcome to Best of Pet Olympics 2024, sponsored by the Love Your Pet sale at your local farm and home supply. First up, we've got the gold medal champion in speed eating. It's Ollie. Good thing more than a dozen brands of dog food are on sale. Next is Ellie, the gold medal winner in squeaker ruination. She's backed by 25% off all pet toys. And here's Moses, the gold medal winner in treat finding. He's going to love the 10% off sale on select dog treats. Check out all the deals for the Love Your Pet sale at farmandhomesupply.com.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports, 14-10, Mount Pulaski with a 4-point lead, biggest lead of this game. Ella Martin back to serve. They're expecting a fairly deep serve here as two are at the three-point arc, two at the free throw line area, Lisa. Martin serve. Deep in, ace, went right in the middle of three people there, Lisa.
Absolutely, there was no communication there.
We'll get you mic'd up a little better.
Sorry, I had to put my hair out.
15-10. And I'm going to call that an ace, Lisa. Nobody really had a good hit on that. Makes it 16-10. Mount Pulaski trying to mount a big lead here. Down the home stretch. Demerol over by Gehrig. And Gehrig gets the kill. 16-11. Back to serve will be Huffam. Huffam with a deep hit. Going to be set and hit over by Smith. Crone.
Nice save.
Demerol's got to get it over. She does. Smith hits it. Martin sets her up close to the net.
Nice save.
Nice. Demerol back hit off of Elisa Martin and point. Peoria Christian 16-12. I don't know, Lisa, I'm going to have to take a layer of clothes off here. It's warming up in this gym, or I'm getting warm.
I think it's called You're Getting Warm. It's not quite there yet.
Huffam back to serve. Elisa Martin. Smith dumps over. Nice dig by Demerol. And Demerol hits a set up into the net, making it 17-12. 5-point lead for Mount Pulaski. Into the game is Leonard and Stewart. Leonard comes in to serve. Stewart will play the front line. She's another weapon. She'll do the cross over to the other side. Set by Demerol. That was Gehrig. Nice dig on the backside. Martin sets. That's going to be Stewart. She'll cross over. Back Edwards, backside. Set up by Demerol. Far side Gehrig. And out. 18-12. Back up to match their biggest lead of 6 points. Back to serve will be Eva Leonard. Serve. Little looper. Ace. Huffam could not come in for that. Make it at 19-12, 7-point lead. Biggest lead of this contest. Next serve, Edwards, Demerol. She sets up, dump over Crone.
Nice one.
And missed. Two people kind of got in their way as Martin and Wirtz both together there, make it at 19-13, back down to a 6-point lead.
Crone with that kill or dump, however you want to phrase it.
Neep back to serve. Martin, Smith. She tried just a little too hard there. 19-15 down to a 5-point lead as Peoria Christian tries to dig away at this. Service is short and a nice dig. Put back and in. And that was by Crone. 19-15 down to a 4-point lead from the 7 that they had. Mount Pulaski losing ground here. Neep back to serve. Back. Martin. Smith dumps over. Edwards. Demerol. Here's Crone with the hit over. Out. 20-15. They came down. Now it's a 5-point lead. Came from a 7-point lead down to a 5. So they nipped away a little at it. Got to get the service right back if you're Peoria Christian. Demerol with the kill. Nice dig back row by Martin. And
no communication.
Well, that hit the beam.
Oh, did it?
And then it only came back to the person that just hit the ball, so she couldn't hit it. So that was what Peoria Christian wanted. Lead down to 4 again. And back to serve for them is Gehrig, Mia Gehrig. And that is going to be an ace. 2017. 3-point timeout called by Mount Pulaski. 20-17, Mount Pulaski's lead down to 3. We'll be back.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. First game of the day here. Peoria Christian and Mount Pulaski. Mount Pulaski won the first game and is up 1-0. It is 20-17 as Peoria Christian creeps back into this contest. Back to serve will be Gehrig. Set by Martin. Smith with the hit over. Set and over.
Nice save.
Smith
Again.
Tapped up front. Let's see if they can
Everybody
get it over. Nope, too far
out of play.
That makes it 21-17. Again, the winner of this plays at 3:15 today for the championship. The loser, nothing to bow your head at, plays for third place. You can end up, if you lose this game, ending on a winning note and saying, hey, we need to come back next year, or we need to do something as freshmen. They're asking for a replay and didn't get it. 21-17, whatever they were asking for. Ball was over across. Trying to plead their case. They're going to talk about it as the officials. He's going to ask the question. They wanted to know if a fan interfered over here, but it was out of bounds on the. It was across the net. It would have been out of play. They're asking for a replay because a fan interfered. Demerol.
This is where, unfortunately, not having the replay cameras, it's hard to say.
Yeah, and I'm too far past for me to get a replay on this because I didn't know what they were doing.
15's upset with it, so just got to pull it back together.
Point given. And I would have said the same thing. Fan interference didn't have any effect on that whatsoever. Demerol, you can tell, is upset.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a big deal, folks. 21-17. They were.
Well, we won our game. We want to
Smith
stay
back to serve. Ace. And again, something like that distracts you.
Absolutely it does.
And now they weren't prepared. That hit in amongst the three people. Timeout called. And with that, it is 22-17, Mount Pulaski with the lead.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank.
Point And rotation issue here on the other side makes it 22-18.
To get started, Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back to serve.
Holla.
Short serve and point. 22-19, down to a 3-point lead. This would be a big comeback here, Lisa, from a 7-point deficit. Capella with the serve deep. That goes off of Martin. Hit and over.
Girls.
Point. 2 hits on this side. 23-19. Crone going to come back in for Capella.
Haley Cowan will be serving for Mount Pulaski.
Mid serve. Crone. Demerol. Huffam. Out. Game and match point here. 24-19. Back to serve again is Haley Cowan. Big serve right here for the young lady and her team. Hit it deep. Demerol sets up Lovell. Back on the other side, Martin sets up Smith for a back row spike. Demerol dumps over. Smith, Martin's the set and a kill, and that's the end of the contest, 25-19, as Mount Pulaski takes it into 25-15, 25-19. The postgame is brought to you by Blessing Health Systems, which has locations throughout the region to meet healthcare needs of your family. From walk-in to primary care, specialty care, and emergency medicine, Blessing Health System is here to serve you. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. Player of the Ball Game is brought to you by Financial Investments are important, but so are investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is proud to sponsor the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. And Lisa, what you got for us?
Peoria Christian came up just a little bit short with this, and 19 points. Of those 19 points, 9 of them were true service points. 2 of those belonged to Huffman. She also had an ace, and she had a kill. Neep had 4 of those service points. Capallo had a service point. Damarel had 2 kills. Greg had 2 service points, 2 aces, and a kill. And Crone had 2 kills. Now on Mount Pulaski side of things, for their 25 points, 15 of them were true service points. 6 of them belonged to Ella Martin. She also was credited for 3 aces, 2 kills, and a block. Eva Leonard had 4 service points and an ace. Olivia Smith had 2 service points and an ace and 2 kills. Haley Cowan had 2 service points, and they actually had 2 service errors and a rotation error on Mount Pulaski, and still was able to pull it off. So that was the end of those stats. Mount Pulaski came out with 2 matches.
I think you got to give 2 players of the ball game. I think it's got Ella Smith and Ella Martin. Those 2 are a tandem. One doesn't. It'd be like Oreos without the cream in the middle. And
I could agree with that one. Ella Martin led the service on this particular match, but Olivia Smith did it in the other one, so yes.
And then at the net, they're both a great combo, whether setting or going over the net. So with that, that'll end this broadcast. We'll be back with Bourbonnais St. George and Bloomington Corpus Christi after we change the